my father or my grandfather never worried about whether they had a six-pack of abdominals or what percentage body fat they had. So why is it now, in the 21st century, that there's this huge preoccupation with body image that just didn't exist before?
Dr. Harrison Pope is a psychiatrist who studies why American men are becoming more obsessed with their bodies.
So here we have G.I. Joe from the 1960s. This is when he first came out at the time of the Vietnam War. He's a perfectly normal-looking dude. Here is G.I. Joe from about 10 years later, from the mid-1970s.
He's got abs now.
He's clearly been putting in some time in the gym. And then here is G.I. Joe from the 1990s. Bicep is up to 16 inches or so, full six-pack of abs, even got serratus muscles visible on the side. This evolution in the action figures is a testimony to this increased preoccupation with body image that we've been seeing in the United States. And it's funny that in our culture that we still tend to romanticize steroids to a certain way, that you'll see an ad for some SUV, that says, "This is our sedan on steroids." But you wouldn't see an ad for an SUV saying, "This is our sedan on cocaine."
Well, it's sort of like a golf cart on steroids.
It looked like an easy bake oven on steroids.
It's sort of the economy on steroids.
Think of it as Apollo on steroids.
This year, the jet stream has really been on steroids.
Kosovo would be Bosnia on steroids.
Adding more U.S. trainers and advisors, essentially putting the current strategy on steroids.
We are besieged every day with images of muscular male bodies on TV, in the movies, in cartoons, on magazines at the checkout counter in the department store, all of which seem to give this message that a real man is big and muscular.
There you go, just like that. Good, give me some good abs, Christian. That's it.
I saw Conan the Barbarian when I was 11. And at that moment, I said, that's exactly what I want to do. And I started to study Arnold and his achievements. So I started training with weights when I was 14. I started taking steroids when I was 16.
So you're advertising a supplement. So a guy like me goes and looks in a magazine, and I see Christian Boving, and I'm like, wow, man, I want to look like that guy. So I go and take hydroxycut or some supplement because I think that I'm going to look like you. But what I don't know is that you were taking steroids. Do you have any problem with that?
That's a double-edged sword, my friend. How to answer this? If somebody looks at an ad with me in it and says, well, Christian Boving takes hydroxycut, which I did, and I do, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't take something else. And if they choose to believe that that's the only thing I'm taking to look like that, then so be it. They should be smarter than that. Is it misleading? Possibly a little bit, yeah. But is it a lie?